Okay. All right. Hello. Good morning. This is probably a live that I am going to leave up, available to not only channel members, because usually the live stream replays are only available for channel members of my YouTube channel. However, I wanted to do an update, but I didn't want to have to edit it. So sorry. But we are doing a live update about the lawsuit that I am currently involved in. I'm a co-defendant in, and I also have to get ready to batch film a bunch of content, since I can't work tomorrow because my kid is off from school tomorrow. So I won't be able to work. But I wanted to get next week's content basically done, and the ad reads that I have for the rest of the month basically done too. So that's what we're doing. Jeremy just won't go away. He will not. Having a bit of a rough morning. My foster dog, with my foster dog, and always improves my morning. Oh, well, I'm sorry about your dog, but I'm happy that you're here. I feel like every time I come on, here I tell you bad news, and I'm thankfully have none to share today. That's very good. So let's go ahead and get into it then. So, where we left off last time, I gave y'all an update. I actually don't remember the last update I gave y'all. Lord. So we filed our motion to dismiss with the courts, and basically saying, that what he's saying is wrong, and that, there isn't proof of, not only is there not like proof of civil conspiracy, but that like what he's saying is civil conspiracy didn't isn't. For something to be a civil conspiracy, there or to be conspiracy, there has to be it's conspiracy, and it's not just a hard stop there. It's conspiracy to commit a crime. And it's like, okay, so if people are conspiring against you, what are they conspiring to do? But that's not what has happened, right? And one of our main things is like, hey, people just covering the same story, and people, maybe associating with each other regarding the story, that's not conspiracy, you know? So yeah, we said that in our motion to dismiss, and I can go over some other points in a second as well, but I just want to, is that sand? I don't want to wear sand today. Y'all would be very proud of me. I very much so have minimized what is in my travel cosmetics bag, and have really been doing good with being a minimal girly. Not that I need to or anything, but and the most important thing is in here. Imodium, in case you poop your pants. Not you, me. Okay. So, I think that's all I need. Just in case. All right. So, you labeled a spade, case dismissed in my opinion. Thank you. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. But let me pull up the most recent thingies that I have here. Okay. All right, motion to dismiss and brief in support of motion to dismiss. So, all right, so my motion to dismiss was filed on 5/20. So in May. Sometimes you poop your pants, and that's okay. Yeah. Someone said that Imodium is an opioid. What? That's crazy. Anyways, so obviously at the beginning, and you can look at all this on Pacer if you want. But it says here, comes now defendants Chelsea Suarez, blah, 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 right? Okay. All right. So really the first pages, actually, let's go through this. So to give you a little recap. Now it says respectfully moves the court to dismiss the plaintiff's second amended complaint for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, and in support thereof alleges and states as follows. Plaintiff filed his second amended complaint, Jeremiah, on or about April 15th, 2026. Number 2, defendant Chelsea Suarez was served with plaintiff's second amended complaint on April 30th, 2025. Pursuant to rule blobbity bloobity bloobity, Chelsea Suarez moves to dismiss plaintiff's second amended complaint for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. Pretty redundant. I mean, that's like all medical records are, I swear. Not medical records. What all legal documents sometimes are, or at least in my opinion, it's like, okay, chop, chop, which, I mean, it has to be. Okay, so 4, to serve a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, a complaint must contain sufficient factual matter, accepted as true, to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face, which, in my opinion, unprofessional opinion, and in my experience, it is not. A claim is plausible when the plaintiff pleads factual content that allows the court to draw the reasonable inference that the defendant is liable for the misconduct that is alleged. So plaintiff asserts 4 causes for action against defendant Suarez: defamation per se, false light, invasion of privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and civil conspiracy. The civil conspiracy one is my favorite. Because like that's one thing that he's always like, "Oh, thanks for confirming civil conspiracy." And it's like, who's confirming that? I commented on someone's page that like you suck. No one's conspiring, babe. It's content. And you tried to be a public figure and also Streisand affecting yourself, you dork. Anyways, so okay, so point 7 here. Plaintiff's defamation per se claim against Ms. Suarez is based primarily upon allegations that she reported information received from independent sources. However, plaintiff fails to allege that Ms. Suarez fabricated those sources, misrepresented the information she received, knew the information to be false, or presented sourced allegations as independently verified facts, which, that's right. Huge fan. I've been having the worst summer. My partner of 5 years left me over text and blocked me 2 weeks before we were to get engaged. Your channel has offered me laughs through this. Oh my God, Danny. If they wanted to, they would. You know what? That's probably the best thing that never happened to you. All right? And you'd rather it happen now than after you're already engaged. So it sucks. Obviously, these feelings are temporary, of course, and I know it hurts and your feelings are valid. But baby, that's a blessing in disguise, okay? That's it. Who is suing you? Jeremy Ray Wilson, if you will. His username used to be Superdad, Superdad Official, and then he changed it to five or six other things. I don't remember. There's been so many. And now his username, I believe, is Superdad Advocate, which it should just be Superdadvocate, because that sounds better. Anyways, so yeah, he is suing me for $15 million because he says that I did defamation, invasion of privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and civil conspiracy because I posted 3 YouTube videos covering his past crimes and then allegations made against him, and then his interactions with other content creators and how he conducts himself on the internet, and provided my opinions on such matters. So there's that. Anyways, yeah, God, not Jeremiah, correct. Going over the motions, and we're just like, but the poop medicine. Yes, that's us for real. Okay, so he says that I did defamation and that I reported false information, but then he like doesn't basically like what this is saying, in my opinion, is that he's saying that he doesn't say how it's defamation, or he doesn't say, like, he's saying she did this and that's defamation, and it's like, okay, well, why is it defamation? How? And he doesn't do that. Aren't those videos you reacted to available online for anyone to find? Yes, correct. Absolutely. Some of them had been deleted from his account because his accounts had been banned. However, the internet is forever, and other people had re-uploaded them and made videos about him. So I, got sourced those clips from other channels as well who had posted that. Big hello from Alaska. Oh, hello. I think my godmother's up there right now on a cruise. So fun. I will always hype up my poop medicine. Can I be your poop medicine? It's amazing. He made all of that public by being a public content creator. Correct. All right, so that was that one. And then 9, plaintiff therefore fails to allege facts sufficient to plausibly establish defamation per se or actual malice concerning Miss Suarez's reporting. And I've said many times, like, I don't want to be wrong. So forgot to pluck my black hair. I don't want to share wrong information. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to do that. You should link up with that surprise witness if you need feedback, because she went through this before and is an amazing lawyer and YouTuber. Ooh, I would love that. Yeah. Maybe after it's all over, I can do that, because currently, since the, my management company is also added on to this by Jeremy. They're and they are the editing team that I use. That's one of the services that they provide to me. And they're like, maybe right now we don't edit any videos about him. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So that's why I'm giving updates in the form of live streams, which is okay. I'm able to, update y'all and talk with you about it, which is great. Let's see if he sues Google next. Girl, he commented on Holly Madison's episode with me because we talked about him. And he was loosely, in my opinion, I think he was legally threatening her, which is amazing, because it's like, you're what? Sir. Absolutely insane. He's gonna hate when this gets dismissed, and then I'm not gonna shut up about it. But speaking of that, this is very expensive. I've spent well over $20,000 for my lawyers for this, and it's very frustrating and very difficult and very expensive and sucks. And I know there's some people who will be like, oh, well, you went to Disney, or you did this, or you did that. And it's like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but all of my travel for the year is planned out and paid for typically in February or early March. And I wasn't added to this until early April, or rather didn't know I was added to it until early April. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this shit's expensive. Would you be able to countersue? We've talked about that a lot, and I could, but that's a huge waste of money and effort and energy for me because he has no money. So it's like, what would I be countersuing for? It's so much money to do that. And yes, I'm allowed to have a life. Thank you. Um, Holy cow, that's a lot of money. Lawsuits are usually that expensive. I mean, this is a federal case, and I have to hire someone in Nebraska to do it. And yeah, to have a good lawyer and to, I mean, to pay the retainer, it is expensive. It sucks. Um, it really sucks. So yeah, and keep in mind, we haven't even gotten to like we just filed the motion to dismiss in May and then filed our relief and support of the motion to dismiss like a week or two ago. And now the courts have I don't even know how long I need to check. Um, I think like 30 or 60 days, 90 maybe to make a decision. And if they decide that they're not going to grant the motion to dismiss and that they are going to move forward, then I have to go to trial. And that's even more expensive. So it sucks. Geez, after all this, you've earned more than Disney. I agree with other comments said you're allowed to live your own life despite being sued. Yeah. I think it's more so like that having a GoFundMe, which my followers told me to start. And I didn't, that took a lot for me to do that because I am the last person ever to ask for financial help. And I'm thankful that y'all pushed me to do that because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fight this. So I do appreciate that very much. The GoFundMe link is in my description box. So I appreciate anything, even just watching my videos or clicking on ads in the videos, or, just having them on the autoplay or whatever. Commenting helps so, so, so much. And I really appreciate it if you're not able to donate to the GoFundMe. But either way, thank you so much. If y'all want any of your legal legal commentators to cover it, please send it to them. I would appreciate it so freaking much. Oh, Katie, or Kate, pardon me. I have not seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well. Have a good day at work. You always seem like the first person who offers to help. I do typically, at times I need to kind of hold back from doing that because it is at my own detriment at times. Yeah. Yeah. I need to pump the brakes a little bit on how much I don't even want to say how much I donate or how much I give or how giving I am, how much I just throw around money. Yeah, it's tough. Playing Paper Mario later and love to watch videos instead. Oh, thank you. Paper Mario is where do you play that? Does Runkle know about this lawsuit? I don't know. I would think so, maybe. I haven't talked to him in forever, but I think so. I hope he's doing well. Like I said, I haven't talked to him forever. But let's see. Okay, so plaintiff therefore fails to allege facts sufficient to plausibly establish defamation per se, an actual malice concerning Ms. Suarez's reporting, meaning he can't or doesn't prove or even state that I knew it was false, but I shared it anyways, because obviously that didn't happen. And then with respect to plaintiff's false light invasion of privacy claim, plaintiff fails to identify any independent or non-defamatory statements by Ms. Suarez capable of sustaining a false light claim, separate and apart from the defamation per se claim. So basically and this is to my understanding, of course, when looking at the second amended complaint from Jeremiah, it's the reasons for, or what he's saying is the defamation per se, and then the next claim of false light invasion of privacy, it's the same reasoning, and it's okay, it can't be the same reasoning, it has to be they have to be separate, and then it says, according to plaintiffs, false light invasion of privacy is subsumed within the defamation claim as matter of law and should be dismissed. So, um, regarding plaintiff's claim of intentional infliction of emotional distress, plaintiff failed as a matter of law to allege facts rising to the high bar of extreme and outrageous, which is true. The emotional, like, it's so hard to actually, has talked about this a couple times. Rachel Reese, regarding like the Elizabeth Peckenbrock of it all, of how she how like previously she was gonna have to um like with the civil stuff with Liz, like it was gonna not only cost so much, but it was going to just take so much to be able to prove the emotional distress of it all. Like, it really is hard to prove that, and it can take so long, and again, so much money and so much time. And then for, obviously, I mean, y'all see how this has affected me emotionally and, mental wise, but then also just like like a true victim of someone, like, Rachel with Liz, like that, it's just so emotionally draining and really crazy. Oh, hey, you two bad actors, how you doing? Okay. Anyways, so rather, plaintiff merely alleges that the actions of Miss Suarez were extreme and outrageous without specifying why such conduct falls outside all possible bounds of decency and why such conduct should be considered atrocious and utterly intolerable by civilized community. So in his second amended complaint, where he puts in there that like I, caused him emotional distress, he doesn't explain like what I did to cause emotional distress. He's just saying that like my reporting on it caused him emotional distress, and that's it. And it's like, okay, but like how? And like I made some videos. Like, hello? Hello. Okay. And then ba, 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 okay, this one is one of my favorites. So number 13. Plaintiff further fails to allege any facts concerning emotional distress, like I just said, he claims to have suffered. The complaint contains no factual allegations demonstrating that the plaintiff suffered emotional distress so severe that no reasonable person should be expected to endure it, or even that he suffered any identifiable emotional distress as a result of Ms. Suarez's alleged conduct. So, but he did the but he did the crimes. Correct. Invasion of privacy, he's required to be on a registry list. He lost his privacy all on his own. Yeah. 2 times over. Okay. Again, this part's one of my favorites as well, the civil conspiracy aspect of it, or lack of. So finally, concerning plaintiff's civil conspiracy claim, plaintiff fails to allege facts sufficient to plausibly establish either an express or implied agreement between defendant Suarez and defendant Nashravan, or any coordinated effort to commit an unlawful act. So like I was saying before, like the conspiracy of it all, the civil conspiracy, like it's only conspiracy if you are conspiring to do XYZ, like insert crime here. And it's like, what were we conspiring to do? Talk about you? Like, freedom of speech, bud. Yeah, and what he references with that is that I commented on one of my like first interaction with Dinesh was when I commented on one of his videos about Jeremy and said, like tag me in or like tap me in or something like that, because I wanted to cover it. And also because he had been dealing with this person for so long already, I wanted to cover it and interview him. Like he was already being sued. He was already being sued by him. Plot twist, after I posted that video, I'm then added on to that same lawsuit. So it's just interesting that he's like, well, that's conspiracy. And I'm like, that's an interview. That's 2 people speaking to each other, kikiing about others. And you can sue anyone for anything. CC, your eyes on my TV are so pretty and popping. What's that eyeshadow? It is the heart toasted palette. No, it's not an old ass one. I bought a new one, like, I can't even remember how long ago, like a few months ago, because I was like, oh, that has like my favorite color combos in it. I should go ahead and just get that one instead of using like 3 different ones. Okay. You can sue a turkey sandwich. You sure can. These frivolous lawsuits take up so much of your personal time. I'm so sorry. You may be able to sue for anything, but dang, it's annoying, time consuming when it's like this. I completely agree. How do you not bang your head into your desk? I'm about to do it and I'm not even the one being sued. That's why my forehead's big. It's swollen. Okay, so moreover, plaintiff fails to allege a viable underlying tort, meaning crime that was allegedly committed for it to be considered conspiracy, which is a requirement for the element of civil conspiracy claim. Got it. Wherefore, defendants Suarez respectfully request that the court dismiss the claim in its entirety against her for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted and award such other further relief as the court deems just and proper. Yeah, so it just continues. Like I said, y'all can look this up yourself, and I can read through it if you would like, if you don't want to look it up, if y'all are interested in that. But it is very frustrating because it's like, okay, he just keeps going and going and going. And keep in mind, every time he files something, like my lawyers they got to look at that. Okay. Boom, billable hour. That just eaten into the retainer there, right? And it is so frustrating. And he files so much shit. So right after we filed this motion to dismiss, within a few days, I had gotten on the plane to go to CrimeCon, to go to Vegas. I had to go a little bit early because I was going to be on Holly's podcast. So I went a little bit early, and so that Tony and I could, like, spend a little bit more time together. We hadn't had like time away from the kid in a while, right? So went a little early, got off the plane, had 6 email notifications, 6 from Pacer that this motherfucker had filed 6 things that morning. Like, in response. Ridiculous. So ridiculous. He tried to have my attorney removed from the case because he said that it was a conflict of interest because the attorney is representing both me and Dinesh. When Dinesh and I's, like, the claims against us are nearly identical. And he's like, no, that's a conflict of interest because, like, you can't do both. And it's like, yes, he can. And, like, both of us have already like signed the waiver of whatever the fuck it's called that you have to sign. It's truly insane. And he just wants you to go broke with billable hours. Fucking probably. But it sucks because then it's like, okay, well, if he did have money, then sure, I could file and go through with something so that he could, I could get at least a little bit of money back, but he doesn't have any money. He filed with the courts from the beginning that he has no money why do you think he wears the same fucking jacket in every video? Because he has one jacket. Because he has no money and seems like no job. He says he's a DJ. But it's just so frustrating and then, of course, I have to explain over and over and over again that because people are, people don't know, and it's okay. They're just trying to be supportive and, positive. And they're like, oh, well, can't you file this and can't you file that? And it's like, I could, but who's going to pay for that? It's really fucking expensive. And yes, I'm so thankful for the GoFundMe. I really am, and I've also put in a good amount of money towards it too, like, almost matched it. So, very, very, very thankful for it. I would not be able to fight this if not. Um, it's absolutely insane. A DJ at school sometimes, the fuck? Yep. Wild. How is what he is doing legal? It's clear abuse of the system, allegedly, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. From previous experience, a flight from Vegas to the East Coast is only a few hours. Wow, what the heck? It's really, yeah. 6. I got 6 emails. It was crazy. It was really crazy. I don't know if he is just trying to bleed me dry. He has said that before, that he is gonna, like, wrap up people and or tie people up in, like, so much litigation that, like, their kids won't have anything, and it's like, "Hey, that's really fucked up." Like, don't say that. Like, what? Not only don't say that, but, like, "Hey, don't do that. That's pretty insane, bud." Wild. On another note, did you hear that Trisha saw your video? Trisha who? The way you spelt it, I think you mean, I wish it was Trisha Paytas. Trisha, um, uh, what's her name? Thank you. Thank you. The one from Web Sleuths. I didn't see that or hear that. What happened? Tell us all about it. I wish I could, like, guest you and, like, have you come in here, but I don't know how that works. Saw you on Holly's channel the other day. Yay! I love her so much. I love Holly. Her and I send each other so many fucking, like, crazy conspiracy theories now, and we're just like, "What is this?" I told her, I was like, "Girl, do I just need to move?" Which obviously I'm not going to, but I'm like, "I'm this close, Holly. I'm this close to forcing you to start a conspiracy podcast with me where we just go down the weirdest fucking rabbit holes." It's so this shit is so funny, the random shit I send her. I'm so confused. Who is suing you for what? You girls vibed. Yeah, she's like she's fairy godmother vibes. She's an amazing human. So yeah, who's suing me and for what? There was a TikTok creator, is a TikTok creator by the name of Jeremy Ray Wilson. He is a twice convicted let's say child predator. Or rather, no, let's not say that. I retract that statement. Let's say he has been convicted twice of sex crimes against minors. That's a fact. And he is on the sex offender registry, not once, but twice, and for life. And when he was 25 years old, he did I'm trying to think, should I censor this? Fuck no. When he was 25 years old, he statutory raped a 13-year-old girl and continues to this day to say that he shouldn't be on the registry because she lied about her age to him and told him that she was 19 and then I believe 16. I could be wrong about the ages in, like, that order. But he says, he's like, well, the age of consent in Nebraska is, 16. And it's like, ew, ew. So, there's that. And still to this day says he shouldn't be on it and that it puts a target on his back. And it's like, I don't want to be like, that's kind of the point, but like, I wouldn't say it puts a target on your back. What puts a target on your back is you suing people for talking about it and you like and you continuing to talk about it. Yeah, because all 13-year-olds look 19. I can confidently tell you, no, she did not. I have seen pictures. She did not. Yeah, he's not very smart, should have asked for ID, and he did not. Um, Either way, though, I called him a pedophile multiple times in those videos, and it is my understanding that a pedophile is someone who has been convicted of crimes where the victims are minors, and that sexual crimes. And that was the case there. So, he's suing me for defamation for $15 million, along with my co-defendant, who is another person who has done more or less the same thing, and more or less same thing as me. And the company that represents me as well, my management company, that takes care of like my sponsorships and stuff like that, and the editing of my videos. So, yeah, that's awesome, she said in an extremely sarcastic manner. Don't love that hard line. I don't know why this is not blending out right here. The fact that Preds use the age of consent laws as an argument for their, yeah, I completely agree. Play stupid games, lose prizes. But didn't he find out while he was still had her in his house that she was 13 and he didn't take her home? I have no idea. Yeah, so he's suing me. Yes, he is. Yeah. Did Elizabeth get sentenced yet? Not yet. Not yet. That will be at the end of this month on the 20th. Well, I guess middle of this month, the guilty plea hearing and the initial appearance is happening. And then I would assume like 30 or 60 days after that will be the sentencing hearing. So that will be very interesting. I will be at all of them and I will give y'all updates as well. It really seemed like y'all liked the like format that I did of that last video where I, was here with you getting ready before court, and then afterwards I was boots on the ground, so to speak, which I know that some people hate when I say that, but you know what? I'll start calling it heels to pavement. Which actually, since I have time now, I need to get my blazer fitted or altered for the next hearing, because the blazer that I wanted to wear, I needed to do a little bit alterations, and I didn't have time to do that because there was some craziness happening. Heels to pavement slaps. The timeline was super helpful because it's difficult to follow. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Toasted Fern, what are you doing, babe? Seems so interesting. It's not interesting. False claims. That's it. I had posted the result of that on a short on here and on TikTok as well. And the results were that those claims were unfounded and nothing illegal or unethical had taken place. So the entire recording is up. Okay. I stand by everything I said. Under oath, my love. Nothing bad was said at all well, I wasn't there for my husband's, but I can guarantee nothing bad was said or untrue. I wouldn't lie to, well, I wouldn't lie, but I wouldn't lie to under oath. So I know you're probably or someone is just probably just trying to get something clipped. That's okay. All right. Y'all can hate me all you want. That's fine. But continuously trying to find something, like, or trying to find wrongdoing where there isn't any, and when the results have been posted, like, is that not weird, you know? Is that not weird? I don't know. All right, so how is RP? I talked to him yesterday. He's all right. He's good. I will see him. I'm gonna try to have dinner with him next week, or like lunch or something. But yeah. This is completely off topic, but with all your connections and experience, I really wish you would look into my hometown's missing person from like 20 years ago. Oh, goodness. Well, go ahead and email me about that, because that sounds insane. That sounds really crazy. Yeah. My email is chelsea@chelseasuarez.com. Please email me about that. Joey, I would not be able to. Joey, you already know the answer to that. I would not be able to share that information about any details of any productions that are or are not taking place. So there's that. I have no idea what is going on there, but damn, people don't like you talking. That is correct. Yeah. So his case against you is completely did you mean to say unfounded? Unfounded, and they're letting it go on this long. I'm sorry, I can only imagine how frustrating it is for you. Yeah, and this is back to the Jeremy Wilson of it all. It is really frustrating because a lot of, and I didn't realize this either. I was very ignorant to all of this prior, right? So I didn't know either that that it takes this long to get to the point of a motion to dismiss. It's been by the time we get to that, it'll be like 6 months and almost $30,000, right? It's really it's really crazy. It's really crazy. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's really tough. And frustrating, but yeah, the court system, I love it and hate it. It's really, really, really frustrating. Maria, I agree with you. Thank you. No, they don't like her talking when it doesn't fit their narrative of who she thinks she is. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's like, no. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. All right. I'm excited for more Elizabeth updates. Good. I really have enjoyed like going, to court and reporting on it, and being able to, be there for the victims and checking in with them, and being able to be for some of them, a victim advocate between them and the FBI and all that. So I really, really do I really do like that a lot. And when I say that, I mean the victims who aren't listed as victims in this case, so ones that it's like, okay, they have this information, but they're not a victim in the case. So like they don't have the like court appointed victim advocate, which she's great. And I really like her a lot. I think I'm just very happy that the victims I've talked to about it with have told me like, yeah, they were like nervous at first, but they feel good and like taken care of. with her. She's great. I like her a lot. Makes my job a lot easier. Have any of the people you covered ever teamed up before? I always get paranoid about that for some reason. I don't know if teamed up is the right word, but some of them have taken claims about me from each other, kind of. So I guess that could be seen as teaming up. Like Elizabeth Teckenrock reporting and complaining to my husband's employer. False and unfounded complaints, as it turns out. And when I say as it turns out, I have shared the document that shows that. And the reason why I have shared a snippet of it is because it's unredacted, and part of it is redacted, but it's majority of it is unredacted, and it shows people's names, and I don't want to share the other person's name who also reported that, because they have repeatedly caused issues and that just been really insane. So I'm not trying to have that person do those things again, and I just don't want anything to do with them. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't here's the entire unredacted report. I don't want to make harassment worse, So did she use her own name that time? With Liz, she did. Nicole Arbor did not. And then the person in the middle of those did use their own name as well. So sucks, but here we are. And I wasn't going to post the results of that because I was like, okay, it's false, whatever. But I was just getting really fucking annoyed with it. And I was like, all right, so if it's clear that there was an investigation done and these claims are false, and then you've been provided with the information that it is false, and then you continue to share false information after you've been shown official documents that it is false, and then you keep saying that the opposite is true, hello, libel. So, of course, I'm not going to do anything about that because I, currently cannot afford another court case, but it's just really fucking annoying. So, wanted to put that out there because I would be a hypocrite if not. I mean, I always say, hey, if someone's claiming that you have done XYZ and you have proof to show that you have not, then you need to share that proof. Otherwise, don't complain about it. So, why I shared it. The fact that they use Tony's job as a means of harassment when he literally is the most ethical person I've ever come across. Yeah. Thoughts on the new Laura Owens might be doing her own documentary, like Sherry Papini. Do you mean that she is selling it to a major streaming service, or she is making her own? Because I've seen a little bit about that, but I don't know many details. It's kind of interesting because it's how Elizabeth Teckenrock multiple times has said, I'm going to share my story on a bigger platform. I assume she thinks that she's going to get some outlet to pay her to do an interview or be a part of a documentary or a special or something. And it's Liz, you realize that you're not going to get millions for that. Not how that works. And the legal clearance for these types of productions is so insane. They aren't just going to let you say anything and everything without actual proof, especially when you have already admitted to being guilty per your guilty plea of 2 counts of wire fraud. And per the guilty plea agreement that you signed, it says in there as well that the government can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are also guilty of way more. So, tell me again how a bigger platform is going to just let you say whatever you want. But of course, she doesn't understand any of that because she's not on, this side. Do you come on other channels? I mean, occasionally. Depends on what it's about. If it is like beneficial or mutually beneficial. If you want to invite me on to something, you just got to email Chelsea at chelseasuarez.com and tell me what you would want to talk about or what you would want to have me on for, what it is, and all that. But yes, I've been on many other channels and podcasts and stuff like that. I actually just filmed or recorded, because it's audio only, with, see, that part's too straight. And we don't like straights. Anyway, so yeah, I have just recorded with Jamie Rice over at Murderish for her Serial Streamers series that she has under the Murderish umbrella. And it was really, really good. I really liked what we talked about. I love Jamie so much. Y'all know, one of my favorite podcasts ever is Murderish, and Jamie Rice at Murderish, I love her so much. That's my mom, except for like, she's literally my sister's age. She's amazing. I love her so much. Okay. I feel you, girl. I've been sued by Dog the Bounty Hunter and 9 others that created what? Ma'am, you want to share with the class? Because that's insane. Can you request lawyer fees when you win? He doesn't have any money, He doesn't have any money, so that would be a waste of money and time and energy for me to try to go after that. When I'm never going to see any of this money back, We could try, but again, it would cost more money. Hey, guess what? I don't want to spend, and I hardly have. Okay. I think that's as good as that's going to get, so I need to do the middle part now. They file a bunch of crap after the crap purposely trying to cause you to lose money. Possibly. My old property management company sent me a cease and desist for my Google review. That's amazing. Netflix did it with Take Care of Maya. So with that though, there was a lot of like legal clearance that went into that still. Like if it's going to be if it's going to be on Netflix, like they're responsible for that then, and like they could be sued. So yes. Like there would have been a lot of legal clearance with that. Also the Take Care of Maya stuff was really messed up, Can you countersue for sanctions or use the money for a volcano timeshare? I love that. Yeah, and Maya won the court battle against the hospital. So Netflix does have good documentaries, but they never cover everything. Well, yeah, and that's with every, and by the way, when we say Netflix, we mean any streaming service. That's just obviously the biggest one. But yeah, I mean with Hulu, with Disney, with anything, Netflix too, with any big streaming service, or streamers, networks, whatever, they can't cover everything because a lot of things are, you know, things that are just alleged to them and people don't necessarily have like proof of those things because maybe something happened a long time ago or it's it's not something that can necessarily be proven, right? So they're not going to put that in there. Like for instance, one thing that I love is that the apple cider vinegar, was that on Netflix or was that Hulu? I can't remember. It was one of them. But their like intro, their disclaimer every time was, this is a true story based on a lie. Amazing. Like, amazing. Also, that was scripted, not non-scripted, right? So obviously non-scripted is very much different than non-scripted television. And keep in mind, I'm just now learning all this shit too. Like it's crazy. It is really crazy. With the true crime I am working on, plan to write everyone is dead. Awesome. So the only problem I'd have is accessing others' research, and that can get tricky. Yeah, that's definitely tricky. And human attention spans are shorter. So yeah. I watch Annie for what they left out. Yep. Yeah, Annie is amazing for that. But also like keep in mind like people like Annie and me and other, podcasters and commentators, like we're able to, work in this, more so gray area because I don't want to be like, oh, we can, make allegations because that's not what we're doing, but we can more so, speak in a hyperbolic manner or be, go loosely over because it's more conversational. We're not stating every single little thing as a fact, and we can use more like protective language and, go over like theories that people have or like our own opinions and stuff like that. So, I'm telling you, streaming services I've talked to so many producers in the past few months that I'm like, y'all are missing out on like so much great marketing. Like if you partnered with a YouTuber or podcast or someone to put out like this other information. Cause I mean, think about it. If you haven't watched the actual like documentary or show yet or whatever, and you're watching someone else's of like, oh, everything they missed, it's just promotion for that program itself. And so then that gets more eyes on it and it gets more people talking about it. Like that's very mutually beneficial. And then if production has like other details or records or sources and stuff like that that maybe they weren't able to put in due to time or you can only put so much in like 90 minutes or 2 hours. So, yeah, it's tough, but it's like that could be very mutually beneficial, and I need people to get on it, all right? I sent you an email. Thank you. Absolutely have to ask question to keep people interested in the presentation. You don't necessarily have to answer them. Yeah, and then also a lot of people are like hearing they'll hear you ask a question and then they'll get mad in the comments that you asked the question and it's like I didn't tell you what I think. Also, like even if I do share my opinion on something, which I do a lot, but it's like, okay, so you disagree with me. I'm not mad at you for having a different opinion. So why are you mad at me for having a different opinion? Right? Like Why am I not allowed to share mine, but you can share yours? And why is yours right and mine's wrong? Quite interesting how people operate on the internet. Like, I don't think I've ever watched a video, and if someone says something that I don't necessarily agree with, I don't think I've ever gotten, like, mad about it. And maybe I've been like, don't love that, but I don't know. Haven't been like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave a comment now." It's very weird, you know? Very weird. Yeah. Anyways, off topic, but do you think you will discuss the, Perez Hilton at any point? It's very sad. Yes, actually, we're just getting, a bunch of assets together to, go over, like, a how we got here video, basically, and no, I'm not going to show the video, um, but I mean, he's a public figure, he's someone who's very controversial, and I think it's very sad, and I like the idea of having, like, a bunch of cohesive information in one place on my channel, to make it, you know, easy for viewers to be able to have access to that and maybe hopefully understand or try to understand, like, what happened. I think anyone who is re-uploading that video is disgusting, and, um, it's really scary. Very, very, very scary, and then people saying, "Well, that's karma for how he, like, ruined people's lives," and it's like, that's not I don't think that's not nice. And, like, yeah, I do believe in karma, but I don't think that's necessarily 2 things can be true at once. He can have presented information about public figures in a very unethical way, with seemingly no regard for their mental health, and this situation can also be really, really, really sad. So, yeah. End result of his mental disposition. Yes. Treat people how you wanna be treated just because he's done bad things doesn't mean you have to. Exactly. His karma is his own cancellation, not this. No one deserves this. It was horrifying. My heart breaks for his loved ones. Yeah, I agree. Um, and it's not even like his own cancellation. It's the like his the like ending of his career. Because I mean, he obviously went quite downhill with his content. And it seems like tried to have a comeback with TikTok, but it doesn't really seem like that worked out very much. And then I don't know, it's really crazy. You don't care about him, care about the innocent children and family members. Yeah. Um uh Happy Clam Jam. I love that username. What happened with you and Rachel Reese and that other girl? I don't know what other girl you're talking about. Um how do you feel about them calling you out for lying under oath? I've never lied under oath ever, and I would never do that. So I don't know anything about that or claims if they have made any of those, or I don't know anything about that. And I've never done that, so I don't have anything really to say about that. Um, I feel horrible for him and his family. It must have been really scary to experience. Absolutely. The yeah, Elizabeth, that's what first thing came to mind. The only other girl I know is Lily. Yeah, I was literally about to say that and be like, other girl, Lily Marston? Oh my goodness, me and Angelica Oles are still trying to convince Lily to do a horse girl trip with us. Why lie? It's on video on YouTube. I've never lied under oath ever. But thanks. Jordan said Chelsea Dean never looked up a license plate. Okay. Jordan who? Rachel's sister? Okay. Well, I had previously asked her to. And as I said in that interview, I don't know if it was that one specifically. But if y'all would like to, you can go listen to that. And you can clearly hear with your own ears that I have never lied under oath. And if you want to come back here and consume my content, then go for it. But no wrongdoing was found by me or my spouse because we have not done anything unethical or illegal. Okay? Also, I shouldn't even be engaging with this, but Chelsea Dean is a very nice, very intelligent woman who means no harm to anyone, I don't think. I don't think, as I said in that under oath recorded interview with law enforcement professionals, I don't think she would ever do anything unethical or illegal. There you go. So, other than that, I have nothing to say, and that's it. So, if you would like to look at facts and enjoy my content, that's absolutely wonderful. If not, then please leave. Because slander is not okay. Lying about someone is not okay. Claiming that someone lied under oath and perjured themselves is not okay when the proof is literally sitting right there. So please stop because I'm sick of it. And not to get all mom on you, but you're grounded and it's not okay. Like you're focusing on this and this and this and this when all I've ever tried to do is be an advocate for these victims, expose wrongs, and get justice for these victims and put a serial con artist who has stolen millions and millions of dollars and ruined multiple people's lives, more than y'all even know, and faked cancer for over 10 years. I've been trying to put her in prison, as I will continue to do with other people that have been doing other things like that. Okay? So this infighting, this person said this thing, this person said this thing. That's beneath me. I don't care. I have never lied. I have never lied under oath. I have not stolen someone's mail. I have not done anything illegal that would jeopardize me, my career, anything like that. So I want nothing to do with that. This is going to get clipped. That's fine. Make sure you do it in its entirety. Okay? So that's enough. The truth is there. Those reports were unfounded. If you continue, that's slander. That's it. Insane. That's where you can clip it. Okay. Anyways. So, Why wouldn't she be bothered when people keep stating unfounded things? Exactly. That's some hung patience. It surely is. It surely is. I actually saw something the other day that I love, 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 love. It was this woman in, I think she was in Target, and she was telling her son, she was like, all right, come on, we gotta go, we gotta go. And she turned the camera on herself and she goes, I keep having to remind myself, is he being bad and not listening to me? Or am I being inconvenienced? And it's like, do we really have to go? Are we in a rush? No. He's having a good time looking at all these things. Like, I don't need to rush him. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I love that. So I've been implementing that a lot too. I just don't think Chelsea gives enough fucks to lie for anyone. No. I don't have a good enough memory to lie, all right? I really don't. Kind of impressed. I would have started crying in frustration. I'm asking because I don't want Chelsea to get ratioed for something I did. Yeah, Tanya's good. Tanya has been a great moderator for years, and there have been times where she has like put someone in timeout or blocked someone, and I've been like, hey, no, wait, we were having a conversation. And so I appreciate her a lot, and she doesn't need to put those people in timeout. But like I said, facts are out there, reports are out there. You can either listen to things with your ears. I was about to say with your earballs open and turned on, your listening ears. Or you can just admit that you hate me and that you want me to have done something really unethical. It's like, that's crazy, because like if I'm researching something and I'm trying to see like, okay, what is the truth? And it turns out, hey, this person didn't do that XYZ. I'm relieved because I don't want XYZ to have been done. You know? So it's real wild. Real wild. I don't have kids, but my besties' kids are like my own, and the only time I've lost my cool is when they decided to try to play in the parking lot. Yeah, that is anxiety. Me? How am I a troll? Oh, I don't think you're a troll. Side note, you are amazing. Thanks, girl. I love how the algorithm suggests a video that says Chelsea Suarez is unraveling, and all I can think is that I haven't seen the tinfoil hat yet. Girl, yeah, you have. I've worn it in multiple videos. I literally have worn a tinfoil hat. But no, I mean, that's actually funny. There was one where it was like, she's spiraling, and it's like screenshots of like TikTok videos, and I'm like, I'm calming them. It's like she's spiraling, and I'm like, it's just talking in this tone. It's like, how am I spiraling? What are you talking about? Girl, you make no sense. Then why would you lie on the internet to bait someone to mess up? Oh, you're a channel member. So then does that mean that you're the one who joined my channel membership just to get into my Discord? Because the only way you can get into our Discord is if you're a channel member. And now, unfortunately, I don't feel comfortable going in there and like engaging with my channel members because of that, which sucks. Yeah. It really sucks. Girl, you make no sense. I don't think that it doesn't make sense at all. I mean, think about it. I had posted the things that I was setting up, which I haven't done that. in months and months and months, because I don't need to. But I had posted something to then see if Liz would, like, twist it and lie, and she did. When the thing that I posted never happened. So I don't think that's has anything to like, and also the thing that I had posted wasn't like serious. It was more of like a marketing thing. Like I posted a picture of the like those flyers for like the ones that looked like a wanted poster. I posted that somewhere, and I like made it look like someone had like distributed them or something, and that didn't happen. I got out of my car, put it on a put it on something, came back, took a picture, got out, took it back, put it back in my car. And I was trying to see if like that was because Liz had done it before, but I wanted to see if she would continue to do that. And her say like, "Yeah, I've seen them." No, you haven't. She's like, "They're at my grocery store." And it's like, "No, they're not. They're not at your grocery store. Because I did that at my grocery store and you don't live over here. So like, what are you talking about?" Anyways, so that doesn't matter. Anyways, I don't think that makes me like lose credibility or anything like that. And also that is not me lying under oath. I was completely honest under oath. So for Alexa and Dan Rader, and I can follow along perfectly fine. Sense is made. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Paying money to hate watch someone is genuinely crazy. Yep. It absolutely is. And like for no other purpose other than just like trying to catch them in something, then you of course could say like, "Well, Chelsea, that's what you do." No, that's not what I do. I'm not a con artist. I'm not doing nothing illegal. There's literally no reason for them to do that other than just they hate me. That's it. Do you think you'll do a video on Lindsay Clancy or the Nolan Wells case? I'm not sure, maybe. No, your credibility was shot when you said no one got in trouble, but Antano did. She didn't get in trouble. My knowledge, she didn't. Can you revoke a membership? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure. You admitted to baiting her under oath, actually. Yeah, I did. I told the truth under oath, which I will always do. So you get mad about that? Crazy. Trolls are multiplying. They always do, babe. They always do. They get all big and bold. You can revoke a membership. Yeah, I don't know. Nope, I wish YouTube would give the yeah, I'm pretty positive you can't. I'm pretty positive you can't revoke a membership. Because I remember I had tried to do it before because this girl was like being scary and it wouldn't let me. And it was really, really frustrating that it wouldn't let me do that. I already asked, but did you see the Inside True Crime video interview with Rachel? Thoughts? No, I haven't seen that. I haven't watched any of his interviews. New documentary by Charles Manson's granddaughter. I saw that yesterday. Would blocking revoke them? No, isn't that crazy? That's like, it's so weird that it wouldn't. And I don't like that because I'm like, well, if you block someone, then they can't Like, they can't comment or anything, so it's like, well, then why wouldn't it revoke it? Everything she's disputing is available. But that's not true. But, like, that's literally not true. You don't have any proof of that. And the full interviews have been released on YouTube by you people. So thanks for that, I guess. I don't have to pay and wait for it to be sent to me. So thank you, I guess. But like, you're saying that I lied, and I didn't lie under oath. I never have. I don't know, man. Go watch it. Sure, if you want, but like, I don't really see point to. Yeah, I don't know, man. People are spooky and weird and need a fucking life. Um, a hobby could be really fun for you. It really could be. Yeah, bringing up an action. Thank you. Yes, from a Wicked fan, of course. Love that. Bringing up an actual issue is one thing. 100%. Absolutely. And I have shown time and time and time again that I am very open and willing to accept valid feedback, constructive feedback, 100%. And to right my wrongs, because I don't want to put out false information. However, parroting something that is not true and twisting a narrative because you literally do not like me is really fucked up. So please stop, I guess. I don't know what I can say or do. Like, it's really obnoxious. But sure, if you want to go listen to that in its entirety, go for it. Awesome. Super cool, dude. That's great, I guess. I mean, like I said, I have nothing to hide. I never have. Other than information about my child, I've got, and like my family, because like I want to protect their privacy. Like I don't have anything to hide. So weird. Oh, dang it. Yes. Just Whistling Dixie. I didn't get to watch it last night. The interview with, I fucking fell asleep. So I'll watch that today. Yeah, I did. That's so frustrating. I completely, like, I was looking forward to it, and then I completely forgot. Beep. Yeah. Okay. Wait, I need this one. Is that the one I need? Or does that have, yeah. Someone get a restraining order against Elizabeth? I don't think so. I don't know. No idea. When it comes to basically everything, that's not true at all. But if you would like to be extremely specific, please do. But you're not going to be. And she got another law enforcement member in trouble for using police database on Cece's behalf. That's not true either. Show me where she got in trouble. She didn't get in trouble. She didn't. No. So awesome. Yeah. Calling someone and asking if I have a warrant is, again, nothing wrong with that. as you can see by the results of that inquest, I think is what it would be called instead of investigation, but I just keep calling it investigation because most people don't know what like inquest means, I feel. I don't know. Anyways, so in Tony's interview, oh, I wasn't in that interview. But to my knowledge, there wasn't like I don't fucking know, okay? You're the one going to bat for a con artist. Yeah, not me. The other person is. People can decide on their own. That's great, bud. Like, okay, you're done. Yes, people can decide. Now, fuck off. All right, you're done. Like, get a job. Go to therapy. Like, chill the fuck out. And tax evasion. What? Who has ever committed tax evasion? I have not. God, you're a loser. Like, how about you be a big girl instead of a complete loser and come at me with your government name, babe? Do it. Like, have some balls. Actually, a vagine is stronger than balls, so have a vagine. But no, like you're scared. At least I'm out here putting out facts with my whole chest, with my government name. And you're just a loser on the internet who's like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. No, I'm not. If I am, then okay, let's look at verifiable facts. There you go. Pardon me. So, and if y'all are saying that the other one said that there was like some chain of custody type of official like getting in trouble, then okay. I was not aware of that. Then fine. If that is in there and that is true, then okay. Then I was wrong about that. However, what I am saying is that I have never lied under oath. I never will. And that those claims were unfounded. So you can either accept that or not. But like what the fuck's your point, bud? Like, are you done? Reminds me of Brianna. Bro, I forget that she exists so often, and then she'll pop up on my For You page, and she's just still talking about me years later, and I'm like, I forgot you existed. It is hilarious. It is so funny. It's like, it is so hilarious. I was talking to someone about that the other day because they like were talking about her, and I'm like, who? And they're like, your stalker, and I'm like, huh? What? It's Ginger Minch level mental gymnastics, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that, Marley. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Just so strange, you know? Like trying to catch me in something when it's like, there's nothing to catch. Except for these hands. I'm just kidding. But yeah, nothing to catch, y'all. Circa 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2022. I think. I don't really remember. It's all a fucking blur, man. She was so I'm pretty sure it was both. It's still going. She's a scary human. It's really interesting though. Like I'm seeing a huge difference between the dynamics with, like, people who frequent YouTube and then obviously people who frequent TikTok though too. So that aspect of all of this has been really, really interesting. The free girl got crazy eyes. Yeah. You remember y'all remember when ever she would be like, "My big expose is coming," and then nothing. Nothing. It was hilarious because there's nothing to expose. I am being sued for defamation by a, person who has been convicted twice with sex crimes against minors, for calling him a pedophile. Y'all remember when that girl accused me of violating HIPAA? I still can't get over that. I think she spelled HIPAA wrong too. Hilarious. Oh my god, that was one of my favorite things in the world. And I was like, "Wait a minute. Last time I checked, I'm not a doctor. What are you talking about?" That was that was one of my favorite things ever. I was like, "I'm a medical professional? What?" Which actually, when I did work in, medical sales, we at one of the places, because 'cause I've done it multiple times, one of the places we had, the little hippo that hippo, that the quality assurance department would give out, and it's like the person who had gone, like, the longest, I think it was, without any, like, HIPAA violations or anything like that. It was amazing. I had him all the time. Loved it so much. But yeah, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know if y'all can tell. Hmm. Guys, oh, my brother got his first tattoo today. I'm so excited. Mm. That makes me so happy. And she's the swap girl. I think he is getting a red, like a red string or something right here, just to represent like red string theory. And I really love that. So the addiction begins, right? He's so cute because he's like, I just, I don't want people to like, he's nervous because he doesn't have any. He's what, 38, right? Yeah. And he's like, I don't want, anyone to like judge me and think that I like, oh, I got divorced and now I'm like having a mental breakdown and getting a tattoo. And I was like, I mean, I have 9, so I think it's okay. And he's like, yeah, but you know, it's just so cute. It's so cute. And I was like, okay, well, for the next one, I'll come with you. And he's like, next one. I was like, oh yeah, no, you can't stop after you get one. And I, I texted him. Oh, he just sent me a picture. Oh my gosh, it looks like she's almost done. It only looks like he's crying a little bit. Yay! Um, yeah, he was gonna go yesterday. It makes me so happy. Um, I told me he was gonna go yesterday because he was like, "Do you want to come with me?" And I was like, "Well, I can't. I have too much work to do, just like today." And then I texted him this morning and I said, "Did you go get that tattoo, or are you a little bitch?" And he said, "I'm gonna go today, but yes, I am a little bitch." But he went to the tattoo studio that my tattoo artist like is at, and so I texted him, and he was like, "All right, like I'm taking care of him. I got him with." He's like, "I'm doing a like about to start like a really big tattoo, so like I can't do him today, but He's like, "It's fine line work. I got him with another person. It'll be fine." I was like, "Okay, good." But yeah, he already has, like, ideas for, like, 3 others, and I was like, "I am so, so excited." I love it. It makes me so happy. Also, shout out to Tanya. Thank you so much. Happy clam, again, I don't know. I'm gonna respectfully ask you to stop though, please. That's none of my business. I don't know. I have never done that. I have not heard them say that. Please stop. I've answered your question twice now, and I'm done with it. It's also very creepy that you are a paying channel member just to have, like, just to have I don't even fucking know, man. I don't know. My god, the things you've asked on my channel within the last year. Why did Rachel and Jordan claim you lied under oath? Did you pay for the billboard? Ask your husband. Wow, did something happen with Sherilyn? Did you and Sherilyn have the best time in Vegas? I remember how excited you were. What was the highlight of CrimeCon this year? I'm so sad for you. Between this and the Elizabeth podcast, you feel totally drained, sending hugs. And then also, do you have a personality disorder? Like, do you, babe? Are you okay? Like, what is up? Like, get it together. Like, paying. You're paying to be a troll. Like, that's so right? Like, if I'm curious, if you are open to having an honest conversation, please feel free to explain why. And I know I say all the time, like, for free, and, like, people don't like that, but, like, that's really creepy because there is no purpose of it other than that you don't like me. So, like, that's weird, right? Is it not weird? If you can give a good explanation that maybe we can understand, and I'm not being facetious, I'm not being satirical or a bitch or anything like that. I genuinely would like to know. I love Legos. Athena, I have I'm supposed to give it to my niece, but I really want to keep it. It's like off-brand Legos, but it's the, like, orchid one, which I'm actually pretty sure she's already made because I'm pretty positive that one is in my sister's office. So, like, I wanna make it instead. I wanna see if my kid can make it with me, even though he's 3, and he'll probably just end up getting mad at me and, like, throwing the pieces everywhere. But, we've been doing very good at communicating, though, me and my little monster. So, there were a few things that happened this morning that I was like, "Oh." And I've been reading a lot about, you know, tiny humans and big feelings, and how, like, frustrating it is, but it's also, like, their brains aren't developed. It's really crazy. And I know some people are like, "No, discipline them." And it's like, I'm not spanking my kid. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. We are gonna teach emotional regulation. That's what we're doing. Spanking, in my opinion, is abuse, okay? So, and I know some people are like, "Well, I got spanked and I turned out okay." Okay. Did you though, Samantha? I was wondering how he's doing. He's doing great. Sleep on my pillow, and now that I have a king size. I love that. I be getting cramped on my bed. Crazy. I got this guy at my feet, and I got a bean in my back, basically, is what I got with him. It's wild. The snorts have been quite impressive. Oh, the soundtrack to your life, some would say. Some would say. Oof. Social emotional learning books for tiny humans. I love that. I really like The Grumpy Monkey. I think Bean knows that I try to read it to him though when he's being a Grumposaurus. So, you know. Marley said, "Not you raising an emotionally intelligent, well-rounded human. What an asset he will be to the dumpster fire we are leaving for our children." Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy. I have a snorting cat too. A snoring cat. I love that so much. Yeah, who needs white noise when you have a smush-faced dog or a pet to snore near you? Honestly. Tony and I both say that, like, that is like, it's literally white noise to us now. Like, we tune out Wiggum snoring. And when he's not with us, it feels weird to, like, not have him in bed with us. I got spankings that made me scared. I don't wanna do it to my kids. I don't want them to be scared of me. Yeah, same. I would rather talk it out, you know? And I did too. And I mean, I think that was it's like you gotta break the cycle, you know? And I think millennial parents are breaking the cycle. We also have not done the thing where you, like, lock your kid in the room. And I know some parents are like, "Well, it's for their safety." And I'm like, "Is it?" And to each their own. That's fine. Parent how you're going to, whatever, and I'm gonna parent how I am going to. Books look pretty in the sun. Thanks. I think so too. They make me really happy. My office makes me very, very happy. I do need to, like, declutter a lot, but I'm very curious about the books. What are you curious about? Good afternoon, Queen. Hello. Yes, all those books are real. Or are they staging books, like empty books with colored covers? No, they are not. One of my goals for, like, having a house is not only garage fridge, okay, and sink in the laundry room. Got both of those and a potting bench, was very excited to get that, which actually maybe today after I batch film, I can clean that off because Tony's been asking me to clean that off, and, like, organize it and stuff. But, yeah, I, love that, and one of the things I've, like, always wanted is a, like, home library and to, like, build it out, with, like, the classics and stuff like that, so I have a lot of the classics, and I wanna keep adding to it, like, you know, all the ones that you would read in your literature class or your English class in school and stuff. A laundry room slop sink. Yep. Got a personality disorder, good God. Mallory. Amazing. Garden Empire starts this fall. I got mine from Target, and I really like it. They have 2, I think. Also, a lot of you recently in a few of my last videos were asking about, the uh the mascara that I used or that I have been using recently because I haven't been wearing lashes much, which I love. Um, but this is it's L'Oreal, right? Yeah, L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Garage fridge, sink in the laundry room, potting bench, and library. Those are like main things that I was like, I want this. And then obviously like home office studio that's like actually like that's what it's meant to be. I mean, technically this is like listed as or like zoned whatever as like a bedroom, but it would be a very strange bedroom. I mean, it's got a window and a closet, so I guess. Yes. You have a freezer in the basement. What's in there, babe? Like, what's in there? Cece is someone who I feel would have a To Kill a Mockingbird and actually read it. It is right there. Nope. Right there. Yeah, it's that one. There. Yeah. And I was going to name, before it got shot down, I was going to name our kid Atticus. That is my favorite literary daddy, if you will. I love him a lot. And I think that that is one of the best written characters in literature. And I love him so much. You have purple books? Mm-mm. Perp. Dumping stuff you don't want and you're not in your good sink. You get it, girl. It's definitely like a crafting sink. Yeah, treat stains, soak stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's when you poop your pants, you know. Farmer's dog is in my basement freezer. Oh, I love that. Do you read spicy stuff? I don't. I believe I have been gifted, like I think, what is it, Quicksilver? Where is that one? I don't even know where that one is. I think I have like one spicy book, but I don't really read that. I have whatchamacallit. I have more so, well, like what I enjoy reading is like psychological thrillers, like fiction. But then I do love a good biography or autobiography or like historical nonfiction, obviously, as well. One that I'm finishing right now, and a lot of times my dad does this too, but I'll be reading or listening to like 3 books at a time. So one that I'm listening to right now is Where Is She? Because I always get the name mixed up. Because, you know, dyslexia. Where the hell's my Audible? Always spell that wrong too. Okay, where is my Liberi? Librui. Okay, so all right, so The Nazi and the Psychiatrist, which is the story of Hermann Goring and Dr. Douglas M. Kelly and like their relationship and the end of World War II. And so basically about during the Nuremberg trials when Dr. Douglas M. Kelly was tasked with the duty of making sure that all of the Nazis, like high command officers that were, and other people that were gonna stand trial for their insane crimes, making sure that they were fit to stand trial because the Allies were nervous basically that, you know, Germany was going to come back again and like feel slighted again. And well, not Germany, but you know, and they were going to be like, okay, yeah, we, you know, we're gonna start World War III. And so they're like, all right, we need to, you know, not give them a reason to like feel like this again. I'm obviously paraphrasing, clearly. Um, yeah, so he had to do that. And they're like, we need to do this right because a lot of people in the world were like, why are we doing a trial? Like, why do we not just get the firing squad ready? Like, what are we doing? They do not deserve that. But of course, again, they were like, no, we need to do this right so that, you know, so that this doesn't happen again. It's truly, truly crazy. If you have not watched the movie Nuremberg, it's very, very good. And that's basically what that movie's based on is that book. Um, so yeah, I'm reading that one right now. And I just reread Wuthering Heights. I also yeah, so I'm about to finish The Nazi and the Psychiatrist, and then I am also finishing Nobody's Girl, which is the, I'd say autobiography, but biography. It was finished by her husband, apparently, of Virginia, what's her name? Where is it? Is it Gray? No, it's not Gray. Okay, well, it was over there. I think it's in my room. I think it's in my bedroom. Anyways, so that one's Nobody's Girl by Virginia What's-Her-Face, who was the whistleblower and like first victim or survivor of Epstein to come out. That one is crazy. So I'm almost done with that one, and I'm starting Confessions of a Serial Killer right now by Catherine Ramsland, PhD. And it's the untold story of Dennis Rader, the BTK killer. Yeah, Goofery. I always say it wrong. So, what's the latest with the media file case? Like, what are the next steps? Thank you for getting me back on track. Next steps is that we filed our motion to dismiss and then also filed the brief in support of our motion to dismiss just to like elaborate a little bit more. And he then Jeremy then, like right after that, tried to file again a SIR reply. Like he tried to reply to that. And the courts were like, hey, please stop. And they were like, you've already done it. You don't need to reply again. And this is already with the courts for them to make their decision. So now we wait. Like, that's it. Actual and accurate serial killer cases just feel gross. That's the only way I can describe them. I mean, yeah, they are gross. They're unfathomable. But I mean, I do think it's important to, you know, document all this stuff, you know? I think that's really important. And for people to study it too. There are so many similarities. The book I read over and over is Pride and Prejudice. I've read that so many fucking times. Yeah. Where are you moving it to now, buddy? Is that a good spot? Is that a good spot? Don't look at me like that. What are you doing? Yeah, that looks like a good spot. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn is my yearly read. Ooh, what's that about? I love that. Thoughts on Trump's wig? I don't think it's a wig. I think it's a bad transplant, right? Like I'm pretty sure he's had multiple transplants done. Is it a wig? I mean, it's awful either way, you know. It's pretty atrocious, I'd say. I'd say so. It's pretty awful, but that's just me. All right, I need to put on some lip and then be donezo and get the hell out of here. No, yesterday he sported away, gets new. Oh, good for him. Good for him. I love that for him, unless it's terrible. Actually, no, I love it if it is terrible. And slay, I love it if it's not. Because you know what that is? Gender affirming is what it is. Yeah. And everyone deserves that, don't they? God, he sucks. Okay, yeah, so no update on Liz's stuff. Just looked that up. And yeah. So there's that. And then let's look at mine. Summertime in Murder Town. It's a memoir by David Gunn from the band King ISO. What is that? Wigum break. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Deadlines and hearings. Maybe I should look at deadlines and hearings instead. Okay, so date filed. What? Well, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh, that's not good. Perfect. Okay. All right, so response deadline. Due set for okay. Oh, okay, that was okay. Really don't love that. Okay. Anyways, all right, let me look at history and documents of mine. I would just shave it. No one messes with a bald guy in a suit. I don't think he's gonna shave his his head. Lord. Okay. All right, yeah, and then no update on mine as well. Just finished the Michaela video. You need to read Razor Blade Tears. It will change you. Amazing book. I don't know, man. Last time someone said that a book would change me, it was the book Looking for Alaska, and it did not change me. It was kind of anticlimactic because, like, the whole time I was like, yeah, that girl died. I just plucked my black chin hair. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you liked it. All right. Where art thou? If I was a cool spice shade of, I think it's in my purse, but I don't want to go in my purse. So it's scary in there. So I'm going to use this other shade right here. Excuse me, sir. Whirl. We'll give it a whirl. Okay. Consider the book right. Yeah. Do you read romantasy? Not much, really, at all. Being a human is always a little gross. That's true. Okay. All right, you guys. I am done getting ready. And I'm one of your followers who you'd probably be like, girl, what the fuck are you doing here? But I can't help it. Why would I be like, what are you doing here? What are you getting ready for? For working, for filming, for doing that batch filming, you know? Okay. I am filming, unfortunately, a video about Suarez Hilton and like the lead up of stuff and just things that people have said on the internet, just covering it all. I'm not showing the video, and I will not do that because I don't wanna subject oh, that's too much. I don't wanna subject anyone else to that. Um, and then there's, like, 2 or 3 other ones that I really wanna film that are a little shorter. Um, and then I have to film the remaining, ad reads for the sponsorships I have for the rest of the month. I try to get those filmed and approved before the end of, um, the first week of the month so that I don't have to worry about it. So, I can't wait to see the full costume ad read. Yeah. It's it's, something. It's something. Well, for the next one I'm gonna film today, it's for PDS debt, and I had the idea to start it and be like, "Are you hiding from your debt? Have you been alternating disguises so they won't catch you? Like this?" And then continuing to go, "Or like this, or maybe even this," and every time I'm, like, switching frame to, like, a different disguise that I'm wearing in, like, a different part of my it's ridiculous. But listen, y'all like that, and it's your fault that I do stuff like this, okay? So I can't be held accountable for that. Do I watch Caleb Hammer? No, sir, I don't. Listen, Whirl will always be that girl, okay? I watched clips of oof, yikes, bud. I'm sorry you saw it. Yeah, Paris Hilton is okay. Perez Hilton, on the other hand, is, hopefully okay, but we don't really know. Why not? 'Cause I don't enjoy, like, him as a human, you know? Not everyone likes everything, which is fine. Some people don't like me. I don't like some people. And that's A-okay, bud. This was the wrong color. But we're gonna commit. I just think straight up burning down someone's mailbox is the most debt-ridden thing a person can do. So that's what I should do in the ad read? That's actually really funny. I should do that. I really should do that. That is really funny. Um, learning that it's not a bad thing, and not everyone is like you is an important milestone. 100%, it's very tough. I don't know why TikTok didn't pull down the stream sooner. Yeah, but God forbid I'm wearing a, like, turtleneck, long sleeve bodysuit, like a Skims one, and I, like, adjust my boobs or, like, go like this, and they take it down. It's pretty crazy. What's new with Liz? She's being a psycho. Um, a menace to society, some could say. So, that's it. Anyways, no, the update with Liz is that she is, um that down? Mm. Let me put that back. Okay. That she is being represented now by a public defender, and that person has been assigned by the courts, and that's it, really. I never wanted to see the Charlie Kirk video, but someone posted it on Facebook and played it automatically. It's so that face, yeah. I agree. So that's the same thing happened to me with the Charlie Kirk video too. Is that I I was watching like I thought it was just like a news coverage clip, where they would like cut it, or like they would show what happened before, and then like people scrambling after. I was not expecting to see that happen, and dear God, that was I was really, 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 really affected by that. Like very much so affected by seeing that video. And I think for a lot of people, they also feel that way about the like raw and like abruptness of that, I guess. Um and I know like a lot of content creators and like other public figures and stuff, and commentators, feel that same way too, cuz it's like this was essentially like an internet personality, you know, doing that or having that done to him. But then also it's obviously different with Perez Hilton, because he's doing it to himself. So that's horrible too, but obviously the situation's a little bit different. Not a little bit different, a lot different. Either way, both horrible, very sad. And yeah, I don't know, man. They both scary for different reasons. Let's say that instead. My father was a survivor of a mass shooting. It affected all of us, sadly. I'm numb to footage like that. Um, People make fun of content warnings, but this is the reason that stuff exists. Yeah. Yeah. Really wild. And don't get me wrong, I agree with like, if you're seeing the like topic of a video and it's like, it's just someone talking about it and you get mad and are like, oh, well, I, wish you would have done a content warning. And it's like, isn't the title of the video a content warning? Hello? Hello? Um, but then also, I don't know, it was just, it's actually like seeing those types of things. That's different and that's scary and I don't like it. I don't like that. The person who had a registry at Louis Vuitton as a public defender, man, Florida's wild. That was a long time ago. That's why, I guess, because she spent all the money, It's really crazy. It is really crazy. Oh. Okay. Liz spent all the money she stole, and yeah, and so that's why she has a public defender now. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean the FBI can't find it. That's what they said. And then the prosecution at the hearing said that they couldn't find it either. So I don't know, man. It's really, really crazy. Really crazy. Oh, right. Okay. Ah, did I get fuzzies on that? No, I did not. All right. Well, I am going to were you able to interview the Australian victim? Yes. I am the one who found her. I have been working with her a lot. I will not be sharing too much about her, as She has specifically said that she does not want information about her shared, like regarding her story, stuff like that. So that's why I have not shared anything really about her at all. She's wonderful. She's great. We talk almost every single day. And what Liz did to her is horrifying. So, yeah, she was here for she was here last week for a hearing, and we were able to get dinner and um, spend some time together. But like I said, she has specifically said that she does not she wants to remain as anonymous as possible, and you know doesn't want certain things shared. And so, like, specifically her story and her name and like details about her life and health and stuff like that. So I am not going to do that without her consent. These allergies are going to be the death of me. Yeah. So that's that. Did Liz's plea deal go through? We don't know. We don't know. We won't know for a while. Will we ever get to see the obituary Liz made on herself? Oh my god. I don't know who would have that. All that money and not a thing to show for it. Okay, but what about the two Van Cleef bracelets she always wears? You can't jump to court with a Van Cleef and a public defender and not have people question it. Well, that's the thing, is that there is a financial affidavit that would have like proved um, that she doesn't have any money and she doesn't have any um, like any way to pay for a lawyer. So also, I would assume that those are fake. I don't know. I'm proud to have been a viewer of yours through all of this since Liz got nailed to the wall. Love that. I am. I'm late slash earlier in the stream, but talking about Liz possibly making it a documentary, they'd make her look insane. Plus, she's going to prison for wire fraud. Any dollar she makes would go to victims. Yeah, but also, like, there wouldn't be able to have many things included because she doesn't have like verifiable proof and evidence for mostly all of the claims that she has like ever made. So, yeah. Bring attention to the cause. Oh, well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Um, I thought the Australian woman had it. Had what? I don't know who you would have heard that from. Either way, though, like I said, she has specifically said that she does not want her story shared yet. And I'm going to respect that. So I will not be discussing more about that survivor of Liz. You know, how did Alice Evans get away with her fraudulent GoFundMe? She had over 80,000. I don't know who Alice Evans is, um, but yeah, that sucks. Is this live going to be available for non-members to view when you're finished? I'm update and wanted to yeah, I mean, I updated on both the cases, and so I will, keep it up for a bit. However, I'm gonna check Pacer one last time. And Joey, thank you for becoming a member. Okay, so yeah, the last few things on there are that financial affidavit, which none of us can view. But that would just be stating that she doesn't have the funds to afford a lawyer. So therefore, the public defender was appointed to her. And then the notice of appearance for the defendant, Liz, being the public defender or someone from that office. So that's it on that one. And I can already guarantee you there's not an update on my case where I'm being sued for $15 million for defamation by a twice convicted felon with sex crimes against children because I called him a pedophile multiple times online. Anyways, that's hilarious. That Pacer quarterly report is going to be multiple pennies this month. Yep. Sure is. Sure is. That's hilarious. I love that you know that. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. All right. I got to go film the ad reads for this month or finish filming the ad reads for this month. Got to get out a bunch of disguises. And then from there, got to film like 3 videos because I can't film tomorrow because my kid will be out of school and got to figure out something to tire him out tomorrow. Anyways, so yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you. Thank you for standing by truth and using your logical brain and not being weirdos, As always, don't engage with trolls. Don't, do all that. I always appreciate, obviously, y'all defending me and all that, of course, but it'll get you nowhere, honestly. Anyways, so appreciate ya, love ya. See you later. You might actually see me tomorrow because I just filmed a video yesterday. So, anyways, appreciate ya and see ya. Wiggum, say bye. He can't speak English. Oh my gosh, last night my kid looked at me and he goes, "Oh, do Wiggum talk?" And I was just like, "No." Well, no, Wiggum doesn't like talk like us, but like he can tell us things like by what he like does and sounds he makes. It was amazing. Anyways, I don't know why I just told you that. I thought it was hilarious. Okay. Hell yeah, brother. See you later.